Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about something that I've been having a little bit of trouble putting together. I've tried to make multiple videos about it, I've talked to myself about it a lot, I've talked to other people, but it's something that I haven't been able to really gel until last night, and I think I finally got the perfect metaphor for what I want. This is my dog Gus. He's going to go because he doesn't want to stay up here, I can tell. And that, the simple concept of it is that you can't will fish to hit. I often think about this in the context of a lot of us, myself included, when we have success in a particular lure, or a fly, or a bait, we tend to want to stick to that. And that's smart. I mean, in a lot of ways, that's smart, because, if you've had fish on a pencil popper, you should stay with the pencil popper, or the darter, or whatever it is. But also, the next day, the next moon, the next year, when the pencil popper's not working anymore, or the SP minnow's not working anymore, or the needle's not working anymore, or the frog, or the plastic worm, or the size 16 fly, you have to be flexible and you have to be able to try to figure out what that fish wants. So that's one sort of component that's very easy to understand of what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is a much bigger, more philosophical, larger component, and that's that you don't get to dictate to the fish dictate to you. So regardless of what you want, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what the fish want. And when you stop to think about it, again, it's extremely simple, but we constantly ignore that and break that all the time. Another example of this is going and fishing during the day, because we are comfortable during the day, and it's fun during the day, and we have time during the day. But that doesn't matter. What matters is, when can you catch fish? And sure, you can catch fish during the day in the surf, but your better bet is at night. So recently, what this really all crystallized for me is that I have not been doing very good. In fact, I've been doing pretty bad in terms of fish. And yeah, I've been hunting big fish, and you're not going to catch a lot, and I've written about this a lot. I just wrote about this in The Fisherman. But even given that, I have been doing really pitiful. Normally when I hunt big fish this time of year, I'm thinking 20, like that's big for this time of year. And I usually run into some 10s, some 12s, but I haven't been catching really anything, just a few small schoolies. And I've been frustrated. And I've been saying, I'm fishing late at night, and I'm fishing with the right lures, and I'm fishing current, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. But then it really hit me last night that I'm not fishing the right spots. The fish aren't there yet. They don't want to come up into the areas that I've been fishing. And regardless of what I want about it's close to my house, and it's fun because I can fish it in my wetsuit, and I can swim, and I can be in the water, and it's warmer, and all these things, that doesn't matter. What matters is, are the fish there, and are they willing to hit? And so, as you move forward with your season, it may seem very simple, and it is. But we have to constantly remind ourselves, we don't get to decide. The fish get to decide. So, when you're out there, and you're trying to figure it out, don't do what's good for you. Don't say, well, I'm just going to stand here because I don't have to get my feet wet. Or I'm going to stand here because it's easy to cast. Or I'm going to use this lure because it casts really far. Or I'm going to use this lure because it's not very heavy and it's easy for me to cast all night. Or whatever it is, the excuses for what us humans want. Don't fall into that trap. Do what the fish want. So for me, I like to fish in my wetsuit, I like to swim, and I don't want to drive super far, which I have to anyways. So the past week, I've been fishing a spot that fit all those criteria, but it doesn't make any sense, and the fish aren't going to be there because it's way too early in the season. And this goes way beyond surf fishing. So this applies to any kind of fishing you can think of. You have to do what the fish want. You do not get to dictate to them. And in fact, if you could, it'd be the most boring sport ever, and we would never do it, right? If you could walk down the water and say, I want to catch a fish on this, I want to catch it right now. Then you'd hook them, you'd reel them in, and it wouldn't be called fishing, it'd be called reeling, and there wouldn't be these videos because we wouldn't be doing it. So again, maybe a beginner's concept, maybe something that a lot of you are going, okay, yeah, no kidding. But really think about it and keep it in your mind all the time. It's not what you want, it's what the fish wants. So I hope that helps you. I hope that this simple concept can get ingrained into your season. I'm going to reset, and I'm going to move forward now with the rest of my season, keeping it in mind, forgetting about what I want and giving the fish what they want.